What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video for Sunday, October 6th. We are back. One of the only channels for DFS. We have a two-game slate. Not the biggest or best, but we still got it. We still have football today. We've got NASCAR. We've got it for you. So you want to check it out, the website, FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. $10 for a week, $30 for a month. You can check all of that out. All sports. NBA's coming back. We've got it all. If you're new to the channel, we do have a giveaway every single day as long as we get the likes that it needs. How do you win? And you can win every single day. Like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment for the comment picker to pick you up. If this video gets at least 50 likes, you have a chance at a free week of FTA+. 100 likes on the video is a free month. 150 likes on the video, a free year. 200 or more likes on this video or any video, a chance at a lifetime pass, which is a $500 pass. Now, you can win every single day up until you win a lifetime pass. So, yesterday's video got 504 views and 62 likes. So, everyone who left a comment will have a chance to win. There are some mostly positive comments. There is a downvote on it, and I'm pretty sure I know who it is. So, we will see if they are the lucky winner, and we're going to kill them with kindness. So, let's see who the winner of the free week of FTA Plus is from yesterday's video. The winner is Anthony Range, only MLB DFS show popping right now. Thank you for your insights. No, thank you. So, Anthony, email me. Like this and email me. Let me know that you saw it. And then email me with a subject line, 10-6 winner, weekly winner. And if you have an account on the site, let me know the username. If you do not, let me know a username and email you would like, and we will get you set up for a free week of FTA Plus. Now, that being said, we're going to hopefully help you bring home the bacon. Now, the sponsor is Outlier.bet. Same sponsor we've had on every video. If you've never checked them out, they are fantastic for betting. So go check that out. The links to sign up are down below. If you guys sign up with our links, we are going to give you a free month if you go through the 7-day free trial, and then you get the normal package. If you get the pro package that they have for $130, we're going to give you 3 months free of FTA Plus, which is a $90 value on top of it. So check it out right now. Sign up. Check everything else out. That being said, we're going to cover everything. We've got 2 games. We've got the Mets at the Phillies, and we've got the Dodgers hosting San Diego. Now, the ballpark factors: Citizens Bank Park, the wind is blowing directly out. 16% chance for home runs in that game. Dodger Stadium, wind is also blowing out in that game. 13% chance. Now, we're still going to cover everything. We've still got all of the NFL content on the website. We've got a main slate breakdown and stacks video that you can check out. I will link that at the end of this video. So make sure you check that out before we break it down. So what the plan is, we're going to go through everything. We're going to look at Outlier, and we are going to go through that, and then at the end, we're going to give you the top plays at each position. Now, it's going to be a little bit different because there's only 2 games, so we can't really go, top 5 at each position, but we probably can at the outfield position. Now, Outlier is what you see on the screen. What I love is, you can use it for props, for NFL, for MLB, whatever you want to use. They are there. But what I like to use, and if you've been with us before, but if you're new to the show, we like to use the games. So I like to break down the games, bring it to MLB, and we break it down that way. So what we're going to do is it's loading slow because the internet is going very slow right now. So I'm going to pause the video until everything loads. It usually loads way quick. Oh, there it is. Give me 1 second. So let's get started. So we've got first game. We have Severino going up against Christopher Sanchez. So we look at Severino. Feels like we just saw him pitch because we did 5 days ago. Against Milwaukee, 1 win, 6 innings. It looked like it was going to get a little sketchy early, and then he held on. Didn't do too much with that. Did have 10.9 fantasy points. Won 105 pitches, though. So longevity, the pitches are there. We kind of know what we're expecting. The Mets being up 1-0 does help his cause to stay in a little bit. He's already faced Philly twice this year. 12 innings pitched, 6 earned runs, 3 home runs. 18.2 fantasy points at 7,200 is perfect. So if you're new to playing, basically on DraftKings, you're looking at a projection-wise, about 20 fantasy points is what you would like your starting pitcher to get. On FanDuel, it's like 35, 40, 45, depending on the pricing there. So we look at that. 4.50 ERA is not what you want to see. Has been hit for 6 earned runs against them. Which Sevy were you going to get? It was kind of wild to see Senga go in game 1, I'm not going to lie. But Sevy's got some stuff that he could pitch against them. The problem is the wind scares me a little bit if they get under the ball and put it up in the air there. Flip side of that, you got Sanchez, 11-9 record this year, 3.32 ERA. Game logs, not the best in his last start. Hasn't pitched in a minute. 8.9 fantasy points in that game. He's already faced the Mets 3 times this year. 17.2 innings pitched, which is great. 6 earned runs, 19 strikeouts, 18.3 fantasy points, and a 3 ERA. Those numbers are great. Now, the problem is the Mets are somehow one of the hottest hitting teams right now. So if we look at what they've done in the past against him, Alonso does have a home run. Iglesias has a home run, 3 for 6 with a home run. Starlin Marte has a home run, 364. Brandon Nimmo has a home run. Brandon Nimmo loves to hit against righties or lefties. So if you look at how they do against lefties, you've got Francisco Alvarez with 5 bombs, a 239 batting average. JD Martinez against left-handed pitching, 6 home runs, 263. You've got Jose Iglesias in 92 at-bats against lefties. He's got a 402 batting average and 1 home run. I mean, Lindor has 11, Vientos has 7. Like, they hit lefties well. Scares me a little bit. I could definitely see this game going both ways, but I could see the Mets going up 2-0 or at least jumping all over Sanchez here. Philly bats against Sevy. Bryce Harper's hit him hard. 2 home runs against him. Trey Turner has a home run against him as well. If you look at them against right-handed pitching, you can kind of see the red means they hit lefties better. But you had Schwarber leading the game off with a home run. That definitely happened there. And didn't do a ton after that, but led the game off with a home run yesterday. Huge in that stadium. And the ball is flying out, so that's pretty good. 26 bombs against right-handed pitching this year. Harper has 21 this year. Bryson Stott has 10. You got Turner and Castellanos both with 13. Brandon Marsh has 15. Like, they can hit the ball. I am scared to look at the pitching overall because I could see a ton of runs in this game. So that does scare me a little bit. So you look at that, and obviously any of the bats are in play. And we'll talk about that. We'll go over them once we go over top players at each position. So then we get to the next game. We've got Yu Darvish going up against Jack Flaherty in this game. We've got Yu Darvish coming in against the Dodgers. Splitting-wise, 3 games against them this year, 15.2 innings pitched, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 12 strikeouts. He's averaged 16.3 fantasy points against them this year and a 1.72 ERA. Those are great numbers. Would love this game a little bit more if it were in San Diego, which is a pitcher's park, but that's what we've got going right here. The wind is blowing out too. Not as bad as Philly, so we've got that going for us. You got Yu Darvish, and then if you look at Yu Darvish, his game logs, not the best against Arizona his last start, 5.1 innings. But, 6 innings here, really good against the White Sox, not a good team. Houston, really good hitting team. He had 3 strikeouts in that game. The strikeouts have kind of been low lately, but, we're still there. The wind blowing out does scare me a little bit. Other than that, he had a stretch in May before he got hurt, wasn't doing well, and then came back for the last month, had a decent showing for the last month. And then on the flip side, Jack Flaherty going up against San Diego. Splits-wise, when he's pitching at home, he's got a 3.44 ERA compared to 2.94 on the road. He's only faced San Diego once this year, 5 innings, 3 earned runs, 11.1 fantasy points. So they really haven't seen him much. And San Diego does hit against lefties or righties better. So let's just take a look at how the bats have done against them. So if we look at this, we can see that, like, Freddie Freeman's got 3 home runs. He's 10 for 38 against Yu Darvish with 3 bombs. Batting .263, but he's hit them very well. You've got Mookie Betts, 8 for 40 with 4 doubles and a home run. You've got Max Muncy, 9 for 38 with a double and 2 home runs. Will Smith, 6 for 29 with a home run. You've also got Austin Barnes has a home run, but he's only 1 for 9. So you've got, like, the big bats that have done very, very well. Ohtani, 1 for 5. But Ohtani's a different beast. We know that. So seeing what Ohtani can do, I don't love this matchup, the fact that the wind is blowing how it is. That does scare me a little bit. And then if we look at Jack Flaherty, we look at the Padres, they have hit righties better this year than they have against lefties. So we look at the numbers. Machado, 2 for 11 with a double. Hasn't had much success. Cronenworth, 1 for 8, not much. You got Tatis, 5 for 8 with 3 doubles and a home run. So 4 of his 5 hits have been extra base hits, which are fantastic. Profar, 4 for 11 with 2 doubles and 2 home runs. So all 4 of his hits have been extra base hits. So those numbers are great. The wind and the weather, that's going to be the main factor that we're looking at. Then if you look at the batters that have, you want to target the batters that have the deep red. Those are the ones that have been hitting very well this year. Obviously, Ohtani, Teoscar Hernandez, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, who's had success. I would take Max Muncy in that. Tatis, Machado, Profar, Jackson Merrill's been on fire this year. Higashioka, I think is going to be a little bit cheaper option for catching. You could look at that as well. So those are kind of just the 2 breakdowns of the video of the games. Now we can look at the players. So pitching-wise, it's really up in the air with only 4 pitchers. You could remove non-probables and put in a relief pitcher. That's not the best way to do it on DraftKings. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, Sevy at the price, maybe go Sevy and Darvish because they're so cheap. You could go that way. And then you could stack the Mets. You could stack the Mets and the Padres, or you could stack the Mets and the Dodgers and go the other way. So just there's different ways to go about it. And it's kind of tricky when there's only 2 games. So then we look at the positions. So looking at catcher position, not a ton to go over, obviously, 4 of them basically. But if I were to rank them in order, I'm probably ranking, going Alvarez, Real Muto, Will Smith, and Higashioka in that order. First base, if we're looking at it now, if you want to use Ohtani for first base, obviously you can do that. But he's also outfield, so we're gonna move him to the outfield, and we're gonna go there. So my number 1 first baseman today is Freddie Freeman. Fantastic. I would take Freeman there. Harper, I would take him number 2. Number 3 would be Pete Alonso. And then 4 would be Luis Ariz. 5 would be JD Martinez. Now, JD Martinez, obviously first base and outfield eligible, so we've got all of that, the eligibility to move them around. So then we look at second base. Now, you can see second base is kind of a wasteland, but Jose Iglesias, who's hits lefties very well, I'm going to put him number 1 at 3,500. So we've got him number 1. Number 2, I've got Bryson Stott. Number 3, I've got Cronenworth. 4, I've got Gavin Lux. 5, I've got Edmundo Sosa. 6, Kike Hernandez. So you can use him first or second base. Really just depends on where we're at in building the lineup and trying to get a certain stack today. Moving to third base. Number 1, I do have Manny Machado. He has not had success against Flaherty in his career, but against right-handers this year, he has had a lot of success. Way better than against lefties. So I will take him number 1. I think number 2, I'm going Mark Vientos against Sanchez is kind of what I would be looking at. So Vientos would be 2. 3 would be Max Muncy. 4 would be Alec Boehm. That's probably it. That's probably where I'm at with third base. Not a ton of eligibility if we've used other ones in different positions. Then we've got the shortstop. You've got number 1, I've got Lindor against Sanchez being a switch hitter. Number 2, I have Trey Turner. 3, I do have Tommy Edman. And 4, I do have Xander Bogaerts here. Now, you can find some value if Acuna is going to be in there or Rojas, but again, we kind of got to wait for lineups to come out. Nick Ahmed just got sent down, so I don't know why he doesn't have that designation yet. And then outfield position, obviously Ohtani's number 1. We know Ohtani's number 1. Got him number 1. Number 2, actually, I have Fernando Tatis Jr., who's been on fire this year. Number 3, I've got Schwarber. 4, I've got Mookie Betts. 5, I've got Jackson Merrill. 6, Teoscar Hernandez. 7 is Jurickson Profar. I do have Brandon Marsh. 8. Number 9 is Starling Marte. Excuse me. And number 10, I've got Tyrone Taylor. And those are the ways I'm going about it. Those are how I stack. Those are how I am looking at the pitching. I'm not in love with the pitching. So I'm not in love with the pitching. We will talk about that way. But you have to have pitching in baseball. So that's what we're going to work with pitching. These are the rankings. Obviously, they will change if lineups come out, if simulations come out, and stuff like that. So if we were to run the simulations, these are early simulations, okay? They are not 100%, and these will be updated throughout the day before lock. So lineup doesn't lock until 3:08 Eastern. So we're good with the lineup lock. So if we were to just go the top 10 overall, this is how early simulation. These will change. Number 1, Ohtani. 2, Tatis. 3, Trey Turner. 4, Jerks and Profar. 5, Manny Machado. 6, Jackson Merrill. 7, Brandon Marsh. 8, Bryson Stott. 9, Kyle Schwarber. And number 10, Francisco Lindor. So there you have it. That is the breakdown of each game. That is the breakdown of position. And then that is the breakdown of all top 10 players through early simulations for the day. So if you like the video, hit the like button. Helping out by clicking the ads helps out way more than you guys understand. We've been on all social media. We just started posting on YouTube Shorts. So if you guys could go look at those shorts and share them, that would be amazing. That helped the algorithm out. Same thing with Instagram. We started posting back on there. And same thing with I started posting on TikTok as well. So trying to get that TikTok brain. So trying to get all the avenues here so this can be a full-time job. It is not yet, but that is the end goal. So that's what I've got in this quick little video for you. Go check it out. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com is the website. Let's have some fun today with baseball. Don't forget we have football. Let's bring home some bacon. Peace.